Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn important differences. First one, ionic bond and covalent bond. What do you mean by ionic bond? It is a type of bond which is formed by the transfer of electrons. For example, NaCl. Whereas when we talk about the covalent bond, it is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons. Okay, for example, sodium chloride is ionic compound. Okay, bond in chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen is covalent. When we talk about the ionic bond, okay, so it generally takes place between the metals and non-metals, whereas covalent bond takes place generally between the two non-metals. Okay, ionic bond, okay, in this case, the ionic compounds are having high melting and boiling point. Covalent compounds are having low melting and boiling points. Okay, ionic, the compounds formed by the ionic bond actually are having a very low, they are actually acting as a insulator in solid state, as well as they conduct electricity in molten state or aqueous state, whereas the compound formed by the covalent bond are generally insulator. Okay, so the compound formed by the ionic bonds are generally soluble in water, but in covalent bond it is generally insoluble in water. So these are the differences we can write. Next, we talk about the concave mirror and convex mirror. When we talk about concave mirror, okay, it is a spherical mirror whose outer part is polished, okay, and inner part is reflecting part. Whereas convex mirror is a mirror in which inner part is polished. The polished part is what? Inner part. This part is polished. Okay, and outer part is reflecting part. Concave mirror is also called as converging mirror, whereas convex mirror is called as diverging mirror. Why? Try to understand. This is a principal axis. If a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, okay, through the mirror, it will converge to a point. If a ray of light is parallel, after reflection, it will converge to a point. Yes or no? So that's why it is called as what? A converging mirror. Whereas when we talk about the diverging mirror, okay, so what happens? Let's take this is a principal axis. If a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, okay, after reflection it will diverge. It will appear to meet through one point. So you can see this two light ray will appear to meet here. So these are the differences we can write. Here what is there? Outer part is polished. Here inner part is polished. Inner part is polished. Okay, here inner part is reflecting part. Inner part is reflecting part, whereas here outer part is reflecting part. Outer part is, you can see this side only. Okay, outer part. Okay, this side is polished, means outer part is reflecting part. These are reflecting part. When we talk about concave mirror, it is called as converging mirror. It is also called as converging mirror. Converging mirror. Okay. Why? Because it will converge the ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis. Whereas it is called as diverging mirror. Diverging mirror. I hope you understood this, sir. Next, we talk about the real image and virtual image. Next difference, very important. Real image is the image which is formed, okay, when the light ray actually meet at a point. You can see this light ray and this light ray is meeting at this point P. So here which type of image is formed? The real image is formed. Whereas if you see these two light ray which will not meet, they are diverging. So once you bring it back, so they will appear to meet. So no, they will appear to meet here. They will appear to meet at one point. Okay, so that here virtual image is formed. Real image, it can be obtained on the screen actually. Can be obtained on screen. But here virtual image cannot be obtained on the screen. Real images are always inverted, whereas it is always direct. So these are the differences you can write for real image and virtual image. Next question, very important: concave lens and convex lens. Concave lens and convex lens. Concave lens is a lens, okay, which is thin in the center and thick at the edges. What is there? Thin at the center, okay, and thick at the edges. At the edges. But whereas when we talk about the convex lens, okay, this is convex lens, it is thick at the center, thicker at the center, okay, and thin at the edges, thin at the edges. Okay, this is thin at the edges. Is it clear? When we talk about concave lens, it is also called as diverging lens. Why? See, what will happen? This is the optical center. If a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, in this case, it will refract and it will diverge. Okay, so here it will appear to meet through one point. That point is what the focus is, or no? So here it is also called as diverging lens. It is called as diverging lens. Whereas when we talk about a convex lens, here if you see, if a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, this is a principal axis. If a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, it will converge to one point. Okay, that's why it is called as converging lens. It is called as what? A converging lens. Okay, next question. We talk about reflection and refraction. Okay, reflection is nothing but if you take a solid surface, it is a bouncing back of light ray. When light falls on the surface, it will bounces back. This phenomenon of bouncing back of light ray is called as what? A reflection of light ray. So, no? Whereas when we talk about the refraction, here light ray is moving in the two different medium. Let's say this is air is there, this is glass. So when the ray of light goes from air to glass, it will bend towards the normal. So no, it will bend towards the normal. So this is the incident ray, this is the normal. Okay, this is the incident ray. You can see. So what will happen? The light ray will bend towards the normal. Okay, because it is moving from rarer medium to denser medium. Okay, reflection. In the case of reflection, the speed of light do not increase or decrease. Whereas